The witch prepares her magical brew. The fire is lit and the cauldron warmed. Something bubbles with a purple hue. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm going to be kicking off some Halloween crafts and I'm going to be using some items from Poundland. This is in the kitchen section and I'm going to turn it into a cauldron because I thought the shape really does look like that. So you can use some black spray paint. I would if I had some, but I'm just going to be using my acrylic paint because I have run out. So starting off, you're going to cover it with paint. And obviously we're going to be using black. Let me know if you are going to be celebrating or decorating for Halloween. I don't celebrate or decorate, but just because I have a craft channel, I like to make a few for those who do love Halloween. And I think this year is going to be a little bit bigger than usual. I'm seeing that even those who don't generally do Halloween are really looking forward to it this year. I think it's because of COVID, like everyone wants an excuse just to celebrate something. You can hear a magpie in the background probably. So I'm just gonna carry on covering this with paint, seeing if I need 2 layers. I kind of feel like 1 layer might be enough, but we'll see, and I'll come back to you all once I'm done with this. So when you are painting this, make sure that you've got the inside because you don't know how much is going to show and we don't want any of the white coming through. And then next, this is optional, but I'm going to be probably writing Hocus Pocus, spelling it out with these foil letters. So I'm just going to colour in everything that spells out, or all the letters that spell out Hocus Pocus. Can you believe I actually just recently saw that movie? I don't know why I never saw it growing up, never watched it. So now peel them away and we're just going to stick it on top. So I've got that done. Next you're going to take some toy stuffing, again from Poundland, and you're going to just plop that in. Then you're going to need some fairy lights, and I think like green, purple, red, those kind of shades work really well, blue even. Let me just see what colour. Yeah, I went for purple. Create some organised chaos in here. If you want to, you can maybe have the battery pack coming out on the side if you want there. Kind of makes it a bit easier to access. Right, then you're going to cover that up with this toy stuffing again. Ooh, how spooky does that look? I really love how it's coming along. Super cute as well. Alright, and then you can also add, if you want to make it a little spookier, these Halloween critters. So that's filled with ants and spiders. I'm making some fake spider webs using my hot glue. Those annoying hot glue strings finally come in handy. For the second DIY, we are going to be making a gnome, and I'm going to make this gnome a little bit different. So far, when I made gnomes, okay, I need to wash my hands, but so far when I've made gnomes, I have used cardboard to make gnomes, and I've also used the, the traditional standard way of making it, which is using a sock with some rice. Today I'm going to go about it a little bit different. I haven't tried it this way, and I'm going to be using this glass tumbler. And again, that's from Poundland. I'm taking this felt and I'm going to cover it. You're just going to stick it down there with hot glue, and then you can use another piece, but you won't really see the back, so you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to take some hot glue and attach the felt to the glass. So this is how I stuck it down. That's the body. And then for the hat you can make it, but I thought, this was 89p from Home Bargains. You've got a whole box. And I thought that's just going to be way quicker for me. So I'm going to get rid of this elastic band and we will use the hat. And then you need to take a little pom-pom. I've got 2 shades of green here, and I felt like the brighter one works. You're going to stick it right under the hat there. And then here I'm just using a faux fur colour from an old coat to make the beard of the gnome. So I'm just going to cut like a triangle shape. So now I've got my beard cut, and I've just placed the hat on top so that I can see where I want it, and I'm going to secure it with hot glue, and I'm just going to add it like there and there and not go through the whole beard. I think that's enough. Got a fly flying around here. You probably hear it or see it. And then you can take your hot glue and glue the hat on. Look at that. That looks so cool. Wow. I'm not even a gnome kind of girl, but I really do like this. And keep the beard scruffy because it's kind of like a wizard, you know. So the scruffier beard works. And gnomes, they're not really, they tend to be scruffy, don't they? Alright, so let's create some arms for him, because I had this idea of him basically holding like a spoon, but no one's going to know that this isn't a spoon. So he's going to be holding this inside the cauldron so that it looks like he's mixing everything up. So how you're going to make the arms is you're going to take some pipe cleaners, and I'm just getting a plier and cutting it because you want it to look realistic. Don't make them too long, don't make them too short. These pliers aren't very good, are they? Right, so you're going to do this with another one, and what I've done is bend it like this. So I've taken one and bent it in half. This is just going to allow your arms, once you've created them, that you can move them, maneuver them. So taking another one here, I'm using this as a template so I can cut them to the same size. And then I'm going to be taking some material. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, I'm trying to guess, but it beats me. I got it with some flowers, I think, in like a box, so I'm just going to make use of it. And what I'm going to do is, because it's really thin, like you can see my fingers so easily through there, I'm just going to thicken it by sticking together a few layers. It's just going to keep wrapping it until I'm happy. So I think that's enough. And then I'm going to stick the pipe cleaner in. Let's get it to the same length. And then I'm going to wrap it again. And then stick it all together using hot glue. You're probably not going to need to do as many layers as I have if you've got some better material to work with. Okay, so this is one arm almost done. Just take your scissors. Okay, I think it's there. And then cut it. So I'm going to do the same, just wrapping and wrapping until I get the thickness I want, or rather just making sure that the material isn't so see-through. Putting my wire in, wrapping it again. Then we're going to stick it down with hot glue. Just making sure that they're the same length here. Cutting off any excess. Now you're going to make his little hands, taking this again, pipe cleaner. What was I going to call it? Felt. I think somebody needs to eat. Again, just cutting it with these not so good pliers. I'm going to make a little circle, small of an oval, and then you're going to stick it down with your hot glue. feel like one of those people that make dolls now. You're going to stick the hand again just on there. And now we're finally going to stick his arms on. Just taking some hot glue. I think that looks pretty accurate. Just sticking the second arm on there. Now let's bring the wizard back. His good length. And then we're going to just poke that through and secure his hands. Oh, how cool does that look? I think I prefer these kind of Halloween stuff rather than skulls and, you know, the gruesome stuff. This is a pretty cute Halloween DIY. Bend that a little bit. There we go. Just getting out a few more things. I thought you can maybe remove this clip and hot glue the crow on the handle if you want. That makes it look even spookier. This has got to be one of my favourite Halloween creations to date. You can see all of the finer details. It's all in the finer details, trust me. Like the spider webs made from hot glue and his cute green hands and nose. I just love this wizard, gnome, gonk, whatever you want to call him. I also think that the addition of that crow was just such a good choice. It just finishes it off and it wasn't too big. Like I had a bigger one and I went for the smaller one just so that it's kind of in scale. I also added a big spider there that you can see on the cauldron. And how cool does it look at night? This is just beautiful on or off in the day or in the night. There's just a few ways that you can display it and it's just so enjoyable to look at. I really hope that you have enjoyed watching.